Check, check. Again, check, check.
It's Baig and Tricks trivia time. Grab your friends and play it online. With Ali and Gina and Taco just for you. It's Baig and Tricks trivia time. And we're feeling alright. Okay, come on, let's play.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another fantastic night, of general knowledge trivia. My name is Ollie with Baig of Tricks Entertainment. We're going to get into trivia here in just a few minutes. But before we do, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to go over how the game works here in just a few minutes. We'll do a few announcements, and then we'll dive right into the questions here in a few. It's just about 9:02 now, Central Time, so thank you to everybody joining us this evening, wherever you're coming from. We do appreciate you having here, especially on a special day, as you can imagine, May the 4th, Star Wars Day. Thank you for playing general knowledge trivia with us. This is not going to last long. It is hot. There are a lot of people who asked us, why aren't you doing Star Wars trivia tonight? And I'll answer in a few ways. First and foremost, we just did Star Wars trivia like 2 weeks ago. That's not to say we couldn't do it again, but we just did it about 2 weeks ago. And honestly, I thought this over, and we are not the only company doing trivia online. I'm sure you're aware of that. And pretty much every other trivia company is doing Star Wars trivia tonight. So it's not that I don't want to compete. I think we do a great job on these events. I think you guys would agree. It's not that I don't want to compete with their Star Wars trivia. It's that I wanted to offer something else. 99 out of 100 people are going to offer Star Wars trivia. I want to offer general knowledge trivia to the rest of you that maybe aren't giant Star Wars fans. I'm sure everybody at least has some passing knowledge, or I hope you do, because I did include a few Star Wars questions tonight. Not many. I think there are a total of 3 Star Wars questions throughout the entire event tonight. And they are not impossible. If you've never seen the movies, you might struggle. If you've seen them, you'll probably do well. But even if you haven't, most of them are multiple choice. So don't worry, guys. Thank you for being here. Whether you're a Star Wars fan or not, we're excited to have you. Like I said, I'll tell you how the game works. But if you haven't played with us before we go any further, make sure you do join the online game. If you can hear me and see me right now, that's half of what you need to do. This is where I will ask you the questions. This is where you'll hear the questions, but in order to actually send your answer in and have it graded and actually your score calculated and have a chance at winning the prize tonight, because we do have a prize for first place, you have to join the interactive game. It's super simple. I recommend leaving this video up on your computer or your TV on the YouTube app and then joining the interactive game from your phone. You're welcome to do both from a computer, but you can't do both from a phone. So you at least need to throw the video up on a computer or TV and join the game. The link is at the bottom of the screen there. It is online.baigoftricks.com/tricks, or you can just go to online.baigoftricks.com and enter the code TRICKS. Once you get there, when you go to online.baigoftricks.com and enter the code TRICKS, you'll see a screen that looks just like this one that I'm showing you now. It will ask you for 2 pieces of information. What is your name and what is your state or country that you're playing from? We have friends joining us from all over the world on a regular basis. Great friends from Canada who are with us pretty much every single day now. Thank you all for being here. We have participants from the UK, from Pakistan, from New Zealand, Australia. We had our first participant from Italy the other day. So that's why we ask where you're playing from. We just like to keep that information so we can, enjoy it. But once you've gotten to the screen you see up here, you are good to go. This game won't start until I click the start button, which will happen here in just a couple minutes. I want to give everybody a chance to join. We do have 61 people on now, so thank you for being here on a Monday night at 9 o'clock Central Time. Happy Star Wars Day. We have Star Wars Day today and then Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. Speaking of what's coming up, there are events rotating on the top of the screen. I just started it over. We just finished Music Bingo with Henry JBC. He did 80s one-hit wonders. It was a fantastic set list. I'm very pleased with how well everything sounded. Henry JBC always puts on an amazing show, but that was probably one of the best set lists we've had for Music Bingo. We're playing General Knowledge Trivia right now. We're going to do General Knowledge Trivia tomorrow again at 7 p.m. All new questions, all new everything, but the same format. So if you're playing with us tonight for the first time, when you come back to play General Knowledge again, you'll already know the system. You'll know how this works. That system is the same system we use for our themed events as well, which we have going on tomorrow night at 9 here. Friends Trivia. Friends Trivia. This is going to be a good one. We have amazing prizes up for grabs courtesy of Bellaraca Skincare out of Lombard, Illinois. Lombard, right? Yeah. So do join us for that. All about Friends, all seasons of Friends, all sorts of fun questions. Tonight's event, I'll tell you, we do have a prize. I'll tell you about that sponsor in a minute. But we also have Music Bingo on Wednesday with Bobby K. He is doing one-hit wonders as well, but he's doing 1990s, the whole decade, all the best one-hit wonders. And then we have General Knowledge Trivia right after that at 9 o'clock on Wednesday. That one is courtesy of our donation drawing winner, Maggie W. So she donated last week. We drew her name out, and she got to choose one of the trivia nights we do this week. So Wednesday, all the categories that we do are in honor of her. I'll let you know what those are later, but I'm very excited for that. On Friday, we are doing a General Knowledge Trivia Night to benefit a local organization called The Harbor. They provide assistance and shelter to homeless or orphaned children in the Downers Grove area, all over the Northwest Indiana and Chicagoland area. So great organization that we're happy to be raising funds for on Friday. And then there's nothing on the screen for this, but on Saturday, we're also doing another fundraiser trivia night to benefit Paws Chicago. So all of you animal lovers, you were out here for the West Suburban Humane Society fundraiser. Come back again this Saturday. All new questions, same format, new cause, but a whole bunch of fun. Most of the events we have this week are sponsored by Elmhurst Brewing Company. They are sponsoring tonight's event. They're an incredible local brewery out of Elmhurst, Illinois. They're serving delicious beer and delicious food. Currently, even with everything going on, they do curbside pickup, limited delivery, and one individual tonight is going to win a $25 gift card courtesy of Elmhurst Brewing Company. It is the person who finishes in first at the end of tonight's competition. That's it. So since we're playing for a prize, guys, make sure you're being honest. Don't cheat. You can use it. You can play as a team. You can FaceTime with your friends or Zoom with your family and friends, but make sure that whatever answer you submit comes out of somebody's brain, not out of somebody's Google or Bing or whatever. Just keep it fair, keep it fun, and keep it honest. The last thing I want to say before we dive into these questions is a giant thank you to everybody who's been out there supporting Baig-O-Tricks. We are learning this new online platform every single day. It's new to us. Thank you to everybody that supported us on Facebook, on our website, liking, sharing, commenting posts, inviting your friends. We really appreciate it. And to those of you that have supported us financially, if you're interested in doing so, you don't have to. This is a free game to play. If you feel inclined, there are links down below. We take donations through Venmo, PayPal, or Zelle QuickPay. Any and all donations are sincerely appreciated. They help us continue to put on these events. This is how we don't have to charge for these events because of your donations. You guys have been so gracious over the last 6, almost 7 weeks that we have been able to do this consistently, almost 2 events every single day of the week. So thank you guys so much for your donations. One way that we're giving back is we draw one name each week. That individual gets to choose a trivia night that we do the following week. So this week was Maggie. She decided not to have us do a special theme tonight, even though I think Grey's Anatomy was right there. I think she almost pulled the trigger on Grey's Anatomy, but instead she asked us to do a general knowledge trivia night featuring questions from some of her favorite categories. So I don't have the full list in front of me, but I know for sure Disney Parks is one of those categories. Devil in the White City, Nightmare Before Christmas. I have the list, Maggie. Don't worry. I'm going to use it. But for everybody else, it's going to be a fun one on Wednesday night. So come out and celebrate that with us. And another individual this week will get chosen and get to choose one of the events that we do next week. It could be a theme night. It could be a general knowledge night, just like that. Whatever you want to do, we'll do it for you. That's one way that we're trying to say thank you to those of you who do donate. So if you feel so inclined, the links will be down there the whole time. But we're going to dive into the game now. If you have not played, again, before we go any further, make sure you do join the online game. You do not want to play in YouTube. You're not typing the answers in. You don't want to submit them in the comments. You can talk to each other in the chat, but don't send the comments in on YouTube. Don't send the answers in on YouTube. You want to submit them in the online game. That's how you earn points, and that's how you have a chance of being the winner tonight. Before we go any further, please, if you're there in the live chat, give a big thank you, high five virtually to Gina, my fiance. She is behind the computer answering all of those questions and comments that you guys have in the chat. She's not the only one back there. We also have Taco hanging out tonight. So thank you, Taco, for being here. Yeah, he's sleeping, but he contributes. Keeps morale high. All right, so again, if you've never played before, make sure by now you've joined the online game. We're up to 77, so we're going to get going. How it works, there are a mixture of multiple choice questions and regular open-ended fill-in-the-blank questions. Thank you, Misha, so much for the donation. We will go back and forth. We'll start out with multiple choice questions. We'll do a few of those, guys. Actually, if you're used to playing trivia with us, I've actually decreased the number of multiple choice questions. I still want to have them out there to ease you into this, but now that we're all getting used to this online platform, I'm going to start to ramp things up a little bit. I know not every multiple choice question is easy, but just being a trivia writer, a person who's done this professionally for the last 8 years, I'm itching to go into the full vault of trivia questions we have. It is tough to write a multiple choice question that's really fun and difficult at the same time. So we're opening that up. You'll see tonight we are backing off a little bit on the number of multiple choice questions, but we are still starting you out with some. So do not fear if this is your first time playing. The first round of questions will be multiple choice. There'll be general knowledge, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Some of them easy, some of them tough, but they will all be worth a maximum of 150 points. I say maximum because the quicker that you submit your answer, the more points you'll earn if you're correct. If you get your answer in right away and you chose the right answer, you'll earn more points than someone else who also chose the right answer but didn't submit it until 5 seconds, 10 seconds after you did. So there's a little bit of strategy to this game. You do want to submit your answer as quickly as you can, but you don't want to submit it so quickly that you don't know what you're clicking, because you can't undo what you send. If you click A, your answer's A, you're in. No undo. So again, if this is your first time, this first question is going to be a practice question. All that means is that it won't count for points. Everything else will look and feel just like the rest of the multiple choice questions. This is a practice question, so don't sweat too much like me in this Wookiee onesie. Just make sure you get your answer in before the timer hits 0. Every question does have a timer of 30 seconds. From the time I start the timer, you have to get that answer in before the timer hits 0. Make sure you're looking at the timer on your own device, whether it's your phone or your computer. Don't pay attention to the timer on my screen, because my timer is always going to be a few seconds behind yours. That's how the internet works. It takes a few seconds for my information to reach your visual display. So make sure you're looking at the timer on your screen. My word of advice, follow it if you will, treat your timer like it stops at 5 seconds. So some people, sometimes, because this is the internet, this is not in person, we can have issues in terms of connectivity or how long it takes for you to answer. So try to get your answer in before your timer hits 5 seconds every time. That's the best chance that you can give your phone or your device to send the answer in and actually be counted. But anyway, guys, here we go. Thank you so much for being here. I'll say a big cheers. Happy Star Wars Day. Happy Monday. Happy You Guys Day. Thank you for being here. All right. Questions will show up one at a time. You won't see the answers until I start the timer. This is our practice question. What is the name of your host tonight? What is my name? What is the name of the individual on YouTube hosting this trivia for you? Is my name Obi-Wan, Anakin, Jar Jar, or Ali? If Chris Barbian's playing $10 says he clicks Jar Jar.
I just did.
Oh, Gina voted for Jar Jar.
Well, I mean, I answered the question.
Oh, sorry.
You don't know what I said.
Okay. And I'm pretty sure Chris would have done that, and if he did, he is not alone. I'm seeing quite a few Jar Jars come in.
We love you, Ali.
Thank you. Kayla, never apologize for talking so much in the chat.
Yeah, we love the chat. I told them I live for the chat.
Yeah. What is Ollie drinking tonight? It is not my usual Manhattan. This is my other semi-usual, a vodka martini made by Gina. It is delicious. What are you drinking, Misha? Let me know. Jedi mind tricks are not allowed, Brad Silzer. You could try, but I don't think it'll work. So this is how the system works. These questions will move faster than this one did. Once you answer, I can see, and you guys will see how everyone answered. 3 of you said Anakin, 5 of you said Jar Jar. Nobody even gave me the honor of calling me Obi-Wan, so I don't know how to feel. 53 of you said Ollie, and 53 of you were correct. Again, this one didn't count for points, but now you know how the game works. Every multiple choice question will work just like this. There are only 10 multiple choice questions tonight, so the next 10 questions will work like this. Some of them simple, some of them hard, but they're all worth 150 points maximum. So make sure you send your answer in as quickly as you can. Here we go. First real question. Question number 2. We are now in the month of May. Which of these is a traditional birthstone for the month of May? Traditional birthstone for the month of May. Is it topaz, diamond, ruby, or emerald? Chris, I swear your name was Jar Jar. Jacqueline, thank you for the haircut. That is courtesy of Gina. She cut that for me on Saturday.
We're living off the land here.
Yeah. Oh, what am I doing? Gotta take a break from the red wine, not bread wine. Red wine, Misha. Lindsay, see, trivia is, it can always be helpful. Whenever you hear it, you just have to remember it. That's the trick. All right, here we go. Let's see what you thought the answer was. 15%. 10 people said topaz. 4 people said diamond. 6 people said ruby. 45 people said emerald. Topaz is in November. Diamond is in April. Ruby is in July. And emerald is in May. So good job. 45 people got that correct. 69%. I think that's a Chris Barbian social. He's the one. Or Joe Flaherty. Somebody calls that. So cheers. Bless you.
Thank you.
That's a Gina Sneeze social.
Cheers, I sneeze.
Yeah, I'm in a mood to look for reasons for socials tonight, so get ready, guys. For those of you playing for the first time, a social is just when I offer up a cheers. You do not have to be drinking alcohol. You can cheers with us with whatever you're drinking or eating. It's just a way of saying, congrats, you did well, thank you for being here. So cheers, guys. Here we go, question 3. The Late Show with David Letterman aired from 1993 to 2015 on which TV network? The Late Show with David Letterman aired from 93 to 2015 on which network? Is it Fox, ABC, CBS, or NBC? Bless you, Gina. Hey, Lisa Kemper. Hey, Brian Kemper out there. Thank you for coming back after Music Bingo. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Allergies. Anyone else?
Yeah, Gina's got allergies. I mentioned this a little bit earlier in the chat. If any of you out there have ordered items from us online, glassware or mugs, a couple shirts, hoodies. If you've ordered anything, we sent almost everything else out today. Yeah, I think we have 8 more orders to ship out, and those will go out in the next day or 2. So thank you for your patience. We literally just got all of the supplies that we ordered 3.5 weeks ago. So we tried to turn this stuff around as quickly as we could. Thank you guys for your patience. It's all USPS out in the morning. They're picking it up. Let's see what you thought here. A lot of you said CBS. A few of you said NBC. And those of you who said NBC were wrong. It was CBS. CBS. Good job. 50 of you knew the correct answer here. If this is your first time playing, we will see the standings. We'll be able to see where everybody is, every single person who's playing. And we'll do that every 5 questions for the most part. So after question 5 here, we'll do it. Let's move on to question 4. I do have a few Star Wars questions here tonight, and this is one of them. Question 4. Felicity Jones, the actress Felicity Jones, played which of the following characters in the film Rogue One, A Star Wars Story? What was the name of the character played by Felicity Jones in Rogue One? Was it Leia Organa, Jyn Erso, Padme Amidala, or Rey? Which of these characters did Felicity Jones play? Lindsay, we have not put up the social glasses yet, but we will soon. Erica, thank you so much for being here. It is an hour later in Miami, so I don't fault them too much. but I do miss the rest of the Miami crew. And isn't some of the Miami crew here in Illinois too?
Joe and
Paige, they're the Miami crew. Oh, either a bone just broke or part of my thing just ripped.
That sounded very...
Yeah.
It,
I bought this
Did you bust
onesie
the
like
seam,
2
buddy?
sizes ago. So it is an interesting night. The correct answer, we will find out. But what you put, 35 of you said Jyn Erso. 11 people said Leia. 23 Padme. 12 said Rey. Rey from the new series, the new trilogy. Leia, obviously Princess Leia, been in everything. Well, not everything, I guess, because we had Padme Amidala, her mother. The correct answer here was Jyn Erso. Jyn Erso, the daughter of the man who put the weakness in the Death Star. Question number 5. This one, not a Star Wars question. You know, I love these types of questions. If you've been playing with us for a long time. The celebrity whose real name is Terry Gene Bollea is known by which stage name? Celebrity whose real name is Terry Gene Bollea is known by which stage name? Is it Bob Dylan, Wayne Newton, Terry Crews, or Hulk Hogan? Oh, yeah. Thank you, Gina. For those of you, again, who haven't played with us before, there are always pictures and GIFs. Sometimes they are supposed to have something to do with the question, but 99% of the time, they're just there for fun. They're just there for entertainment. If they ever are, related to the question specifically, which you'll see later, I will tell you. But otherwise, just enjoy them. Don't look too much into what they are. Including this one, 22% of you said Terry Crews. 45 people said Hulk Hogan. And if you said Hulk Hogan, you were right, brother. Hulk Hogan, the correct answer.
Oh,
It's a night. It's a night, guys.
it's Monday.
Cheers.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. All right. That's question 5. So let's take a look at the standings. They will be on the screen. The top 3 people will stay at the top. Everybody else is going to rotate through. Quattro de Mayo in first. Team Cream in second. Avaji in third. I see Trivia Newton-John out there in 13th. The Drinking Mormon in 15th. Red Hot Trivia Peppers in 25th. Hey, Albin Sakura. I see you out there. 27th place. Welcome. Welcome back. I saw your music bingo earlier, too. I see a Russian-looking name in 40th. Let's get quizzical in 41st. Miss Laraka, welcome, welcome. Team Kemper. Morton Grandma. Pack and Hammered, welcome back. I love when I recognize names, guys. Thank you so much for making an online trivia regular a thing. That did not used to be a thing, and it is now a thing because of you guys. We have online trivia regulars. Are you saying boo or boo earns? All right, we've gone all the way through. Hey, Jen Sterna. Welcome back. Tequila Mockingbird. All right, we will look at these every 5 questions. So we're going to move on to question number 6. These are still multiple choice. Still multiple choice. 4 answers. One of them is correct. 150 points maximum. Get your answer in as quickly as you can. Question 6. Which country hosted the 2018 Winter Olympics? Which country hosted the 2018 Winter Olympics? South Korea, China, Russia, or Japan? I'm Boo Earns. I haven't changed my name since Simpsons Trivia last week. Yes. Brian Rudder, 69. Yes, I think I unofficially did a cheers. I didn't call it a social. I forgot. Who's out? Brian. Is it just Brian? Is Brian and Maggie? Brian, Maggie, Addison? Who's out there?
Brian and Maggie for sure, and Addison was playing video games.
Oh, video.
Oh,
Both of you. Video games. I need updates. How is Hunger Games going, first of all? And what video games are you guys playing? Gina just asked me today to help her set up Animal Crossing, which we're going to do maybe later tonight. 34 of you said South Korea. 22 of you said Russia. The Winter Olympics were in Russia, in Sochi, but not in 2018. I believe that was 2014. 2018 was Seoul, South Korea. South Korea, the correct answer. So good job, the 34 of you who remembered that. Congrats. Moving on. Question 7. We did SpongeBob trivia on Saturday, so I brought back a SpongeBob question for tonight. On the animated series SpongeBob SquarePants, what is the name of the restaurant that Plankton operates? On SpongeBob, what is the name of Plankton's restaurant? Is it the Shore Shack, the Chum Bucket, the Krusty Krab, or Good Burger? Good Burger. That's on Netflix. No video games. I saw that giant speaker setup. Good. They're in the Capitol right now. No video games. Brian was watching Star Wars with a new giant speaker setup. Nice. Good day to watch Star Wars. They put Rise of Skywalker on Disney Plus, right? Mm-hmm. You told me, yeah. I just want to watch it again for Babu Frick. Babu.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow we can do that.
Babu Frick. Okay. All right. Let's see what you thought. Okay, yeah. We fooled a few of you with the fact that there are two restaurants mainly featured in SpongeBob. One of them is Krusty Krab. One of them is the Chum Bucket. One of them is owned by Mr. Krabs, and that is Krusty Krab. The Chum Bucket is run by Plankton. So good job, the 37 of you who knew that. Still 57% of you answering correctly, so great job. We'll move on. Question number 8. In 2015, which of the following celebrities founded the clothing line Draper James?
Could
I be wearing any more clothes? I put this one in. Yeah, Friends Trivia tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. It's going to be a fun one. 2015, who founded the clothing line Draper James? Is it Reese Witherspoon, Nicole Kidman, Brie Larson, or Jennifer Lawrence? I have to watch. I have to watch Last Dance, the 2 new episodes tonight.
Do you remember which Olympics Bob Costas said pink eye?
No.
Lindsay thinks it was so cute, but she's not 100%.
Oh God, that sounds right, Lindsay.
Becky asked.
Yeah, not that long ago. All right, I'm very proud of you guys on this one. I didn't know this until I looked it up. I like celebrity questions because Gina likes celebrity questions, and I don't know a lot of them, so I always have fun looking stuff up. And the correct answer here is what most of you thought. Reese Witherspoon founded Draper James in 2015. Anybody out there own a Draper James piece? Is it expensive? Is it affordable? Is it like LC at Kohl's? Lauren Conrad?
I doubt that.
No?
Let's see. I'm going to look for a new garden party dress.
A new garden party dress? It already sounds too expensive for me. Question 9. This is the other Star Wars question we have in our multiple choice round. Who is Darth Tyrannus, who is Darth Tyrannus also known as in the Star Wars universe? You have 4 options. The individual known as Darth Tyrannus is also known by which of these names in the Star Wars universe? Is it Palpatine, Count Dooku, General Grievous, or Jar Jar Binks? What was the decision on?
So I feel like many people would say it's fine. For me, it's a little out of my price point, but it's not like absurd.
How much is a little black dress?
Special occasion dresses. $150 to $250. Right?
Not bad.
Yeah. First celebrity line. Yeah, Lisa Kemper. Less expensive Kate Spade. That's a good. Yeah.
Nice. I got this
if
onesie.
It's quality, it's worth it.
I got this onesie on clearance for $6. So I know what you're talking about. I can relate.
Oh, Amy asked, will there be a resurrection of the gift tomorrow? We can only hope not.
Yeah, oh no, the entire event, every question, whatever the question is, the GIF is going to be Rachel taking the book out of the freezer. 32 of you said Count Dooku, 13 people said Grievous, 18 Emperor Palpatine, nobody said Jar Jar Binks this time. Now that you know it counts for points, nobody wants to be funny, but when you're calling me Jar Jar, you guys are all about it. The correct answer here is Count Dooku. Count Dooku. Where's Team Poo Poo and a Pee Pee? Made me think of Team Poo Poo and a Pee Pee.
I don't know. Brad Silzer says that clothes make his butt look too big. Clothes.
Clothes, period, make your butt look too big, Brad? Fantastic. Well, I'm sure quarantine is serving you well then.
Is your onesie from Target?
My onesie is from, this one's Target.
Target,
yeah.
yes, Jen.
If you saw what went through my head, I have many onesies. I had to think where this one was from. I should bust out the Eagle Man. Question 10. I don't do sports often, but here's a sports question. I am a football, soccer fan, at least when they put out a new season of Sunderland Till I Die. Question 10. Juventus. Juventus is a football/soccer club, whichever way you'll have it, whose home stadium is in which city? Juventus. It's a football club whose home stadium is in which city? Is it Turin, Italy, Strasbourg, France, Stuttgart, Germany, or Barcelona, Spain?
Well, Draper James has a shirt. What would Dolly do? So here's how I judge: $38 for a T-shirt. To me, that's too much.
That's a lot for a T-shirt.
But they're cute.
Yeah. Went to her store when it was when you were in Nashville. It's expensive but good. I believe that compared to a less expensive Kate Spade. That's a no from me. I like cheap. Oh my God, yes. I worked with a couple soccer moms. Erica, I hope that came in handy here. Let's see how you guys did. 48% of you said Turin, Italy. 27% of you, or 27 people said Barcelona, Spain. There are some pretty famous soccer clubs that come out of, or football clubs, excuse me, that come out of all of these cities. But the correct answer here is Turin, Italy. Italy, where you would find Juventus. So good job to the 30 people who got that right. So we typically do the rankings every 5 questions, but we have one more multiple choice, so we're going to do that, and then we'll look at the rankings. Hey, could you do me a huge favor? Gene,
Yeah.
could you make me one more drink? Please? Thank you. Some fast food, I guess not fast food, some restaurant trivia with the Jersey Shore gift to boot. In 1958, Pizza Hut, slightly related to Jabba the Hutt, so here's another Star Wars question, was founded by Dan and Frank Carney in which state? 1958 Pizza Hut was founded in which state? Is it Utah, Pennsylvania, Kansas, or Alabama? Melissa, welcome, welcome. Just make it 2 more. Yeah, just make 2 more drinks. Melissa, we missed you.
Monday.
Oh, Danielle, a poo-poo and a pee-pee is here. I'm sorry. I missed it on the screen. Thank you so much for being here. I don't care how old I am. If I ever look at a computer screen and see the words a poo-poo and a pee-pee and I don't laugh, I don't want to live anymore. I don't want to laugh. I don't want to live if I don't laugh at a poo-poo and a pee-pee. And Lake Titicaca.
I think a poo-poo would be nice.
That's fair. I just like it because it's the actual name of a lake. Question 11. Let's see how you guessed. So a lot of you said Pennsylvania. For some reason, I thought a lot of you would put Pennsylvania. Maybe just because it starts with a P, like Pizza Hut. But 34 of you said that. 25 people said Kansas. Not really many people said Alabama or Utah. This is the first question I don't think the majority of you got right because it is Kansas. Kansas, the correct answer here. Dan and Frank Carney back in 1958. Pizza Hut, thank you. So good job. That is the end of multiple choice. So those of you that have been playing with us for a long time, multiple choice is done. We usually do 5 more, but I'm amping things up a little. We have the rest of the night are fun mini rounds. So I will tell you what that means. Each one is different, and I think you're going to enjoy them all. I don't know. You may prove me wrong, but hopefully you don't. Let's look at the standings before we go any further. Currently in first, we have Desiree B. Congrats on your run today. I saw your Cinco de Mayo 5-mile run, I believe, for Cinco de Mayo, and you got it in early, so congrats. I'm assuming this is the Desiree B that I think it is. Thank you for after running, and I hope enjoying some tacos, coming and joining us on here tonight. And Steph and Joe in second, Lindsay in third. I missed everyone else, so I'm going to let it go back through. I do enjoy seeing your names. General Ambrose Burnside. Team name, Morton Grandma. Miss LaRocca's still out there. The Morton Trio. I see Melissa with just 1 L. Wait, is it 2 L's or 2 S's usually? Oh, gosh. Wacky Jackie, Team Cream. The Wonders. The Wonders, that's a name of yeah, that's a trivia team, a regular trivia team that we get out at the bars.
It's from that thing you do.
I actually haven't seen that thing you do. Sorry. Take your top off. Welcome back, Take Your Team. Take your top off. Emily C. Erica, pack in, hammered. You're what sneezes are. Seek and destroy. All right. So, everybody, here's how it works. The next round, and actually, all of the remaining questions are no longer multiple choice. So only a few things change. So I've made that change. I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to switch the screen back to me. I'm going to go big so you're listening.
Oh. Lindsay is broken at that information that you have not seen that thing do.
I know, but think of it this way. I get to see that thing you do for the first time. Aren't you so excited?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I always tell myself when somebody hasn't seen a movie I love to make it feel better. All right. So we are going to move on to the next round. The next round is a mini round. What that means is that it's 5 questions. Each question is different, but they are all from the same category. So unlike the last 10 questions, they're not multiple choice, and they are not random from anything or everything. The next 5 questions all come from the same category. They will not be multiple choice, which means you will have to type in your answer. If this is the first time you've played, make sure you're listening closely right now. You have to type in your answer and hit submit on your device. So your phone or your computer, whatever it is. You still have 30 seconds, and I've deactivated the decreasing points. So whether or not you get your answer, whether you get your answer in 5 seconds or you submit your answer in 25 seconds, as long as you get your answer in before time runs out, if you gave me the right answer, you get the full amount of points. So for the next 20 questions, it's full points or nothing. There's no decreasing points. It's full points or nothing. So get your answer in. The reason I turn that timer off is because I want you to slow down, take your time, and spell your answers correctly. If you spell your answer right, it automatically grades it for me. If you spell it wrong, I have to go back and mark your answer correct manually. I don't mind, but it slows everything down. So the more of you that spell correctly, the quicker we get through these questions. I'm not in a rush, but I also don't want to be here till 11 o'clock, so you can help out with that. Make sure that you're doing your best. Don't let your phone, I always like to say, don't let autocorrect duck you up. Don't let it submit something you didn't mean to. Type it in, and before you just hit send or submit, look at your answer and make sure that's what you want to send. You have the full time. But again, treat it like you only have 25 seconds, not 30. And that way you can be sure you have the best chance of your answer actually going through. This is the internet. Sometimes things happen. We can only control what we can control. If you try to send your answer in and it's not accepted, if it seems like that's happening over and over, refresh your page. If you're on your computer, just close the browser, open the browser back up. You can come back into the game. If things get really bad, you can restart your computer. Do whatever you have to. If our internet goes down, everybody will know all at once. But if it seems like we're working, but your phone isn't, give it a refresh, all right? So enough jib-jab from me. Let's move on. This next round, I think you'll enjoy. We're talking about TV shows, but specifically, we're talking about TV show spin-offs. So how this is going to work, I'm going to give you the name of a famous television show. I'm going to give you the name of a famous television show. You have to tell me the name of the show that it spun off from. So I'll give you an example. If the show that I gave you as an example was Frasier, your answer would be Cheers. Frasier was a spin-off of Cheers. Frasier Crane was a character on Cheers. He spun off onto his own show. So that's how these next 5 questions will work. Some of them I think are simple. Some of them might challenge you a little bit, but they're all worth more points. And you get all of the points or you get none of the points. So make sure you get your answer in before time is up. Here we go. If you haven't figured it out yet, you will with this first question. Again, you have to type your answer in and hit submit. 200 points each of these. Name the TV show that spun off the show Pinky and the Brain. You can see the picture here. Pinky and the Brain was a spin-off from what other show? You have 30 seconds. Type them in. Thank you, Desiree. Appreciate it. I love the mini rounds.
Me too.
Lisa Kemper, distracted by the DJ website, wants all the things Brian said no. Melissa, Lindsay, yes. Here come all the ridiculous answers. Yes. Taco, what Ali no? What did I do?
I don't know.
Lindsay, what did I do? You said Ali no. Guys, anybody who's looking at my face, just staring at the screen, that's because I can only really check the comments every now and then. I get real distracted.
Baby Yoda. Okay.
Yeah. I almost didn't use Baby Yoda because I thought a lot of people would just tell me to move.
Oh, yes. She was talking about that thing you do.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. I will see it, I promise. So right now, when you see me talking but just staring at the screen, that means I'm grading your answers. So I promise I am working. You guys did really well. A lot of you knew this and spelled it right. Pinky and the Brain was a spin-off from Animaniacs. Wacko, Yakko, and Dot living up in the Warner Bros. Water Tower. Pinky and the Brain was a small short on that show and then spun off onto its own animated show. I met the voice actors from the Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain C2E2 a few years ago. Yeah, that was fun. They did a lot of stuff in character. Ren and Stimpy, Beavis and Butthead, Simpsons, Don't Know, Taco Time. There's a show I'd watch. Watch that every day. All right, here we go. Same type of question, new show. Question 13. Name the TV show that spun off the show Daria. Daria was a spin-off of what other TV show? Erica Sains forgot to answer. That's okay. Speaking of which, we are the one. Oh! Mr. Rice Chris B. You are the wonders. The Oneaters tonight. That one made it to your Uruguay en Español. Oh! Melissa, are you from Uruguay? Am I saying it right? Uruguay? And are you from there? Oh, fantastic! That's awesome. What was I going to say? Somebody pointed out the other day, and it's probably been updated since. It wasn't the other day. It was a while ago. The country song that, is it Yakko that does it? Albania, oh,
yeah.
There are I think he says Czechoslovakia. Like when he does that, Czechoslovakia was still one place. But there are many countries that no longer exist or have changed. Many things have changed since he did that. I'm going to let Addison make it up. Yes, I want an Addison made-up team name for Maggie and Brian. All right. Once again, I know I'm chatting and jibbing and jabbing, but I am grading these. Some of your autocorrects are hilarious. If you haven't played with us before, if your answer sounds anything like the right answer, you're going to get points. Your phone may not tell you that it's correct, but here's how you can tell. If you look on the screen right now, if you see that you spelled the answer differently than the answer here, which is, congratulations, Beavis and Butthead. Most of you knew this. If you wrote Beavis and Butthead, but you spelled it differently, you got points. And you know that that's the case because if you look on my screen, any answers that aren't up there were counted and they just got grouped in with the correct answer. I know it's a little bit crazy to think about with this online platform, but it does allow me to mark answers correct. It just doesn't always tell you that I did. So if you wrote anything that sounded like Beavis and Butthead, you got points. Here we go. Question 14. Same format, new show. Name the TV show that spun off the show Melrose Place. What TV show gave us Melrose Place? I may have Beavis and Butthead on DVD, may have watched it last night, wish it was streaming on something. Matt Whalen, I'm with you. I have the first season on DVD. I have Beavis and Butthead Do America. But yeah, it's really not streaming. I don't think MTV has a really good streaming options. Unless, was Jersey Shore MTV show?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one somehow I was able to find and watch every season of when I did Jersey Shore trivia a few years ago.
Of course.
Yakko, it's so out of date. Yes, Wendy, yes it is. All right, let's take a look. I think you guys did really well at your spelling here. So throwing them up on the screen, look how quick this is now. A lot of you, 70% of you said Beverly Hills, 90210. A couple people said Days of Our Lives, Dallas, Dynasty, No Clue, Supernatural, Tiger King down at the bottom. The correct answer, Beverly Hills 90210. Cheers! We haven't cheersed in a while. And 70% of you got it right on a type in the answer. So congrats. I'm proud of you. Sociable, Akole Maluna, wherever you're at. Good job. I guess it was confirmed today. Nick Cage is going to play Joe Exotic in a Netflix original
Saw that.
Drama of, or retelling of
I don't know.
Tiger King. I don't know how to say because it's already a documentary. I don't know. But anyway, question 15. Same question, new show. Name the TV show that gave us the spinoff, The Jeffersons. What TV show gave us The Jeffersons? gosh, look at this boy. He keeps moving, but he's just sleeping. He wakes up enough to move and then goes back to sleep. I should move more so you can see Baby Yoda. Anybody rewatching The Mandalorian? We need to watch it. You haven't seen it.
I'm not.
I've seen it. It was interesting watching. I'm grading your answers now. Again, I'm talking, but I'm also grading. It was interesting watching The Mandalorian because that was one of the first shows in a long time that didn't just all come out at the same time. The Last Dance is a new one. You know, it's a fantastic show, but we didn't just get all 10 episodes at once, which I think is good because now when that happens, I literally binge them. I finished Tiger King in one day. Last year when The Boys came out on Amazon Prime.
You loved it.
You left for work and I hadn't started it, and you got back from work and I had finished it. I am not good. Yeah, this is. I've always worked from home for a long time. So lockdown hasn't felt that different except for all of what we can't do outside. But I'm actually watching less TV than I used to because I'm hanging out with you guys online now. So this is fun. Thank you for tearing me away from the TV, everybody. The correct answer, All in the Family. All in the Family. A lot of you got this. As long as that was in your answer, you got points. Taco Time, always a fantastic guess. The Waltons, Grow Up. The Adventures of Ollie and Gina. That'd be an interesting one. That might as well just be called Taco Time.
Yeah. That's what everyone wants to see anyway.
All right, question 16. Name the TV show that this show spun off from. A lot of people don't realize it. Family Matters was a spin-off of what other TV show? Family Matters. Spin-off of what TV show? Ooh, somebody got it. First answer in, knew it. Oh, okay. Maybe I spoke out of turn. Quite a few people are getting it. I say if more than 25% of the people get this right, it's a social.
I'm getting low.
Yeah, me too. When we do this, I know they're just going down easy. You make fantastic martinis. When we do this question out at the bars, because I've done these type of rounds in the bars in the past. When I do this one in particular, it is rare that people get this right. And I think we are going to be drinking. Let's see, though. This is my favorite gift from the mini round, by the way. Anybody remember Stefan, Stephen Urkel's alter ego?
Oh, he's sexy.
Yeah, he drank Cool Juice or whatever? We should watch some Family Matters. A lot of good guesses up here. Cosby Show, Step by Step, Facts of Life, Fresh Prince, Urkel, Family Ties, Gilligan's Island, Mr. Belvedere. Aww. The correct answer is and was Perfect Strangers. And we got 33%.
Good job.
So cheers, that's a social. That's a new rule. Since we're not doing as many multiple choice, I'll just call out a number. And if you guys beat it, we'll call it a social. I'll try to be fair. I'm not just trying to make every question a social. But I did think that this one would be tough, and you guys beat it. So cheers. Great job, everybody. All right, I believe that is the final one of this mini round. Let me just double check. It was. So that is it for this mini round. We have another different mini round coming up in a second. Let's check on the standings, though. Let's see where everybody's at. See if things have changed. And they have. Steph and Joe in first. Wacky Jackie, I love that name, in second. Quattro de Mayo in third. And I didn't see anything else, so we'll watch. Trivia Newton John. Ben Solo for so long. I like that name. I cannot... Who's out there that has the long Russian name? It looks Russian. I don't want to speak out of turn, but it looks Russian. An interesting fact about me, when I was in college for about 6 weeks, I was taking online Russian girls from a woman named Nadia in Russia via online language learning. This is true.
You were taking online Russian?
Yeah. So
it sounded like you said I was taking online Russian girls.
I might have said that. Taking online Russian language lessons.
Okay, big difference.
From a girl named Nadia who lived in Russia. And so she
heard the same.
Yeah, sorry, that's definitely what I said. I was not taking online Russian girls. I was taking online Russian language lessons from a woman named Nadia. I was helping her with her English. She was helping me with Russian. I didn't get far past.
It sounds like very, very sexy.
What was it? Yo ponimayu по-русски.
Oh, that's good.
That I think that's I speak Russian, and I don't know why I learned that because I did not speak Russian.
I've never heard you speak Russian.
That's because that's all I know. The freezer's open. The only other time my Russian came in handy is one time I was watching one of the Matt Damon. What's the movie where he's a spy? Yeah, Born Identity. And he told the guy, something, a stool. And it was like, oh, yeah, sit down. I was like, yeah, I speak Russian now.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, guys.
I
am off course. So let's pull it back. The next round is a mini round. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for putting up with my babbling. I've said this before, and I will say it again. If you just want to play trivia very quickly with a bunch of questions, you can do that online anytime. There are a million websites. If you want to have some fun and interact with us and listen to random shit that I have to say and talk with us in the comments, this is the place to be. So thank you all for being here. We've made a lot of good friends over the last 6 weeks, and we're excited that you guys continue to come back, even with, again, the random shit that I say. So thank you for being here. The next round is a mini round. It is 5 questions, and it is a picture round. So what that means is there will be questions on the screen, but rather than a full question, it's just going to say, da-da-da-da-da, who is this? And you have to identify something about the picture that's on the screen. So I mentioned earlier, sometimes the pictures are related, sometimes they're not. This time, they are not only related, they are the question. For tonight, your picture round specifically is about music. It is about bands or groups, and specifically about famous musical trios. So every one of the next 5 images will display a famous musical trio. You just have to tell me what the name of that group is, what the name of the band or the music group is. Some of these are simple. I think some of them are tough. We'll see how you do. So each of these now are worth 200 points still, and you either earn all 200 or you earn nothing. So don't rush. Just make sure you get your answer in before time runs out. I will flip it on to the question, and then I'm going to start the timer pretty quickly because there's nothing for me to read. Every question is the same. It's just dependent on the picture. So here we go. Question number 17. Name this famous musical trio. What is the name of this musical trio? 1860s music. I like that team name, Misha.
The idea of a decade-related theme.
Decade-related theme. I like the idea of a decade-related. Oh! Okay. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I could do that. Well, and if you got, I didn't mention this. I forgot to update my rotating event thing. But this Thursday at 9 o'clock, we're doing 1980s pop culture trivia. And I feel it's very important that I mention that because a lot of you have asked for it. So this Thursday, 9 o'clock Central, it's 1980s pop culture trivia. All your favorite TV shows, favorite films, and favorite music from the 80s trivia. Yes, Desiree, is your mom going to play too? I'm pretty sure she came out to 80s trivia when we hosted it at the beer market. Let me know if I'm wrong about that, but I think I remember you guys all being there. So I'm excited to do 80s trivia for everyone. Yes, and your dad. Yes, I remember. Look at that. All right, let's see what you guys thought. I'll show you what it looks like on my end. This is why sometimes it takes just a second to guess. Look at the different ways that everyone's spelled. So if you're looking at my screen, when I mark it correct, you're going to see it disappear. If it disappears, that means you got points. It's that simple. If you don't see it on the screen, that means that I added it to the correct answer pool. So you can see Destiny's Child, just spelled a little bit differently. You didn't I didn't realize it was capitalization specific. So I just marked that one correct, and look, boom, gone. Now you all got those points. The next one, no apostrophe, boom, gone. You all got points. Destiny's Child without an S, boom, gone. You all got points. Destiny's Child with an extra E, boom, roasted. You got points. Destiny's Child with a comma instead of an apostrophe. You know what? Still counts. So now you can see on the screen, the only answers that did not get points are anybody that A, didn't submit something, or B, said, I don't know, or the Shirelles. The correct answer was Destiny's Child. And this one does not even have to be an unofficial social. This is official social here. 83% of you. Congrats. Cheers. Well done. You know you're Destiny's Child. Which one of it was it? Kelly Rowland that was on Masked Singer? Michelle Williams? One of them was on Masked Singer.
I think Michelle.
Michelle?
But I don't remember.
Any Masked Singer fans out there? We are following closely. And whoever guessed who the astronaut was, a lot of you were right. We asked about it last week, I think. All right.
Michelle. Lindsay.
It was Michelle.
I trust Lindsay.
Thank you, Lindsay. Question 18. Name this famous musical trio. Name this famous musical trio. Some of these simple, some of these hard. Let's see what you think about this one. Thank you for the donation. I don't see the name here, but thank you for the donation. Elizabeth, we appreciate you. And I saw Misha. Thank you, Misha. Again, anybody who donates any amount, you are entered into our donation drawing. If we choose your name at the end of the week, you get to choose one of the trivia nights we do next week. It can be any TV show, book, movie, 1860s literature, if you want that. It could be something we just did. We'll do it again just for you. Or like Maggie, who won and is out there tonight, you can choose a general knowledge trivia night just like this, but you can tell me some specific themes you want to see included. So thank you to everybody that's donated. A, just because we love you, and B, because you are now in that drawing. All right. I'm just marking a few there. So the system is very specific. If you put a comma or you didn't put a comma, it will mark you wrong. So that's where I'm getting better. You know, I mentioned earlier, we've been doing a lot of multiple choice because the system's new to all of you. But we also do a lot of multiple choice because this system was new to me for a long time as well. But I am getting a lot quicker and better at grading these. So thank you guys so much who have been with us since the beginning and have been patient. We appreciate you. We do deal with some people that aren't that patient. I don't appreciate them. Peter, Paul, and Mary. Peter, Paul, and Mary, 64% of you. I should have called the social. I did not think 64% of you would know this. I would not have known this. I just Googled famous musical trios, Peter, Paul, and Mary. I knew who Peter, Paul, and Mary were, but I did not know what they looked like. I wouldn't have known this. So good job. Congratulations. Question 19. Name this famous musical trio. Thank you, Maggie, for the donation. Trying to get back into this drawing, unless it's a different Maggie. Trying to get back into this drawing, and honestly, just supporting Baig-O-Tricks. So thank you so much. We appreciate you. I want to pull up what these are. So while we're talking about it, this Wednesday, you will see questions I already mentioned from Disney Parks, Nightmare Before Christmas, Devil in the White City, Grey's Anatomy, Harry Potter, and cocktail recipes.
Yes. Oh, such good category.
Yes. I am so excited to write this one.
Can I help?
Yes, absolutely. If you help too, I'll call out the questions that you helped write, so you get credit. I always like...
I don't need credit.
Oh, I like to give credit. I don't want people to think that I wrote stuff I didn't write. All right. This one, we had a lot of different answers. Not a lot of misspellings, just a lot of different answers. So I always like to make sure I look all the way through. Now I'll put them up. You guys can see. A lot of you said different things. A couple people said Cream, the Bee Gees, Rush, Three Dog Night, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, the Yardbirds, Fleetwood Mac. A member of the Yardbirds is on that screen. Simon and Garfunkel, the Shaggy Head, Soundgarden, CCR.
Good guesses.
Yeah, all good guesses. All good guesses. But the correct answer is Cream. Cream. This is our lowest correctly answered question of the night thus far. So congratulations to the 5 individuals that did get it. That was definitely a tough one, and you guys did well. We still have a few more of these musical trios to go. Here is question 20, my favorite question of the night. Name this famous musical trio. I almost want to give a point for the best wrong answer. If we weren't playing for gift cards, if we weren't actually playing for prizes, guys, I would give points for funny answers. But since we're playing for actual points, or for actual gift cards, actual prizes, I can't do that. But I do like to call them out if I see them.
Jen Sterna says she knew this trio would be there.
Jen Sterna, that's because I think you know me by now. Yes, this trio would be here. I had this. This was one of the first CDs I ever owned.
Maggie met them.
Maggie met them? Well, now I'm just jealous. They're still around. They're
And
still.
Lindsay is the literal heart emoji, eyes emoji right now.
Yes.
Are you asking for permission?
Well, I'm just waiting to see. I'm getting these in. Oh, wow. You guys did very well. Yeah, this is going to be a social, but Gina's making me another drink. So I'll do that when we get back. Name this famous musical trio. A few of you said the Nelsons. One person did, actually. The Brothers. I know it. I'm sure in your heart you knew it, but you needed to type it in. The correct answer, and again, as long as your answer sounded like Hanson. So it is spelled with an O-N, but if you put Hansen, you still got points. So I don't want you to fret. You still got points. 68% of you out there did get points for this. Thank you so much for being here and playing this online trivia with us, guys. I think we have one more. Let me double check. We have one more famous musical trio. Maybe this one will be the toughest. But I don't know. Cream was pretty tough. Let's see how many of you know this. This is question 21, so it always takes a second to load. Just give it time to breathe. This is when that was weird. My Apple Watch popped up with the Breathe app right when I said that. Stop listening to me. Name this famous musical trio. This is the final one. What is the name of this famous musical trio? This looks like every 90s portrait that was taken at a Kmart photo studio.
Yes.
Or Sears portrait studio.
I belted this song out in my car.
Yes. Oh yeah.
This song.
As soon as trivia is over, I am going to blast the song that you are all thinking of right now. If you're familiar with the movie Bridesmaids, you'd be familiar with this. The correct answer here. Thank you very much. Cheers, everybody. For Hansen. Cheers. Let's see what you put. I'll mark some of them correct as we go through it. A lot of people said Wilson Phillips, Hart, the Bengals, the Veronicas, the Judds. That's a good guess. Yeah. This is like the pop music Judds. The Redheads, Ace of Base, Wilson Sisters. If this was just for fun, I would give it to Wilson Sisters. I'm not going to because we're playing for a gift card here because a lot of people gave me the full answer, which is Wilson Phillips. The name of the band, the musical trio, is Wilson Phillips. So good job, everybody. You're doing very well. We are through this final mini round. The last round is a special round, but it is not a mini bonus round like these previous two were. So let's take a look at the standings. Let's see where everybody's at. Let's see what Taco's doing. Still sleeping. What a life. All right, first, second, and third will stay atop the screen. Everybody else will rotate through. First, Quattro de Mayo. Second, The Wonders, or Own Eaters, back up there. Third, Steph and Joe. I see Jacqueline in 22nd. Been solo for so long. Quick shout-out update to The Wonders and anybody else who's on here tonight who's a regular of Altar Brewing. We host trivia there every single Tuesday and one Monday every month. And we were going to be starting a Sunday, once-a-month Masters Trivia event that I'm sure many of you would have been involved in. That will still eventually happen sometime in the future. But a quick update, I have been in contact with Adam and Dustin there. They are just all amazing people at Altar Brewing, and they are interested in getting in on this action and sponsoring some trivia nights and setting up some special trivia nights going forward. So I know that you guys will be excited to see that. I know Chris and Janessa specifically were just at Altar. They picked up some beer. So I'm excited to work with them some more and help support them in this time, and they're supporting us. So shout out to all of our Altar regulars. Jason lets me know pretty much every single day I hear from Jason Callahan how much he misses you guys. What a guy. Shout out to Jason Callahan. All right. So if you are a regular trivia participant in our bars and restaurants in our live trivia offering, you will be familiar with the next round. If you've never played trivia with us, and even if you've only played trivia with us since we started playing trivia online, you may not be familiar with how we're about to do this final round, so listen up. I want everyone to be on the same page. What is about to happen is called a secret connection
Ooh.
round. So these are going to be 9 random general knowledge questions, but they will not be multiple choice. You have to type your answer in. So first and foremost, it's already going to be a little tougher than what we saw earlier just because you won't have answers to choose from. You have to submit them on your own. Secondly, there will be 9 questions, and then the final question of the round and the final question of the night will be asking you what the secret connection was for the previous 9 questions. So I'll give you an example. If I asked a question, question number 1, and the answer was yellow submarine, and the answer to question number 2 was blue October, and the answer to question 3 was green grass. I don't know. Anyway, your secret connection would be colors, right? So there's going to be something that ties all 9 of the answers together. I will tell you right now that the secret connection is not colors tonight. It is a little bit tougher. But if you come up with the secret connection, you earn the points for the final question of the night, which is going to be worth the most points of anything thus far. One thing you need to know, I will list all of the answers at the end, but if you want to give yourself time to start thinking about the connection early, write your answers down. You'll see the answers after every question. So when I give you the answer, write it down. If you can figure out the theme early, that may help you answer some questions that you struggle with. For example, like I said earlier, if the theme was colors, and then I said, what famous band played at the Super Bowl and has a bassist that shares his name with a bug, you may struggle, but then you think, oh, shoot, the secret connection is colors, and then it may help you realize that it would be the Red Hot Chili Peppers. So again, the theme tonight is not colors, but there is a secret connection. So don't wait till the very end to think about it. Jot these answers down if you can. Start thinking about what the secret connection can be. If you're not sure what's going on, you'll figure it out as we start this. So here we go. Again, you have to type the answer in. You do have the 30 seconds. I would get it in before the timer hits 5 to make sure it comes in. Here's question 22. This is, I will tell you, our final Star Wars question of the night. So type as much as you can for this. What was the title? I'm looking for the full title, but type what you know. What was the title of the Star Wars film that was released in 1999? What was the title of the Star Wars film released in 1999? Specifically, I'm looking for the subtitle, the after the colon, not so much the episode number, but just type what you know.
Remember when you made me a Purple Rain cocktail and it was
Oh my God, I wish I would have recorded that somehow. What was my Purple Rain cocktail? Blue curacao.
It was like a proposal, the way the lights were on.
Basically. Yeah. And I queued up right when he said, Purple Rain. We should watch Purple Rain again.
Anytime.
Matt Whalen, thank you for mentioning us on Instagram. I'm really bad. I'm very good at talking, but I'm very bad at asking to have you guys do things that would benefit Baig of Tricks, like subscribing to our YouTube page. That really helps us, and it helps you find these videos in the future. If you subscribe to our page, click the little bell thing. It'll notify you when we go live, so you can't forget. If you haven't, we are on Instagram. Please follow us on Instagram and on Facebook. I think many of you have. And we love when you guys share pictures. So how you guys are playing trivia, your pets, however you guys are having fun with us. We love when you take those photos and tag us on Instagram or on Facebook. We really do. It makes us feel connected, especially right now in these crazy times. So I just want to take a quick second to say thank you to everybody that does that. And to those of you that haven't or would like to, please do. We really do appreciate it. It gives us something fun. All right. I'm marking a lot of these answers correct.
Can Wednesday have a dress-up theme? Ooh.
Who said that, Maggie?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Like a theme, like a costume.
Yeah, what do you want to wear? I've got 3 wigs now, so I can wear one of 3 wigs. And I've got a lot of other things I can wear. Sorry, you guys gave me a lot of answers to this. So I'm marking a lot of them correct.
Everyone's dressed Brad. Everyone just like Wednesday Addams. Chris says the 3-piece suits and top hats. Something we can attain in quarantine.
The correct answer here,
1860s.
the 1860s. The most correct answer is Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. But I'm saying the most correct answer because I accepted Episode 1 or The Phantom Menace. Either way, if you gave me all of it or you gave me Episode 1 or The Phantom Menace, I gave you points. But if you've never done a secret connection round with us before, the reason I listed this whole thing is because something in there has to do with our secret connection. So make sure you start paying attention. Write that down if you haven't. You'll need it to try and figure out the secret connection. Here we go. Question 23. What U.S. city? So of all the cities in the United States, of all the cities in the United States, which U.S. city holds the record for having the most moving bridges? What U.S. city holds the record for having the most moving bridges?
Aww.
It's not the most in the world. There's a city out there in the world that tops this city. But what U.S. city holds the record for the most moving bridges? Nightmare Before Christmas or Everyone Dress Up because we all have been looking like bums for quarantine. You know what? Honest to God, I'm with Brian here. Like, just fancy. Let's just do a fancy trivia night.
I don't know if any of my stuff fits me, but I don't.
You won't be on the camera, but we'll bring you on the camera. You can put a dress on. I'll wear a shirt. I'll wear a tie. I'll go full JT. I'll put on my suit and tie. I'll do it.
Okay,
I'll do it.
We're in.
All right, let me know if that sounds good. Lisa Kemper, I don't know how I'd look in a ball gown. Chris, Barbie, if you wear a ball gown, I'll wear a ball gown. I'll make that work.
Prom trivia.
Prom trivia. So this is always a fun question when I ask it in the bars and the restaurants locally because I get to make fun of everyone that didn't get it right. I'm not going to do that tonight because there are people playing from across the United States. The reason I make fun of people in the bars is because the answer is Chicago. Chicago. If you've ever been in Chicago, you could go up one block and take a left, and you're going over a fucking moving bridge. They don't go up and down so much anymore, but they certainly still have the ability to. So Chicago in the United States holds the record for the most moving bridges, drawbridges, raising bridges. The only city that has more, I believe, is Amsterdam. So Chicago, second in the world, first in the United States for moving bridges. Good job. The 40% of you who got that, cheers. We're going to call it cheers, everybody. All right. Question 24. Is it still on Taco or me? All right, good. You can see me slapping my face. All right. Question 24. This is my favorite gift tonight. I just want to put it out there. My favorite gift. What 1995 animated film won the Academy Award? That was me as a child. For Best Original Music Score. So we're talking about the Oscars. We're looking for the name of a movie. What 1995 animated film won the Oscar for Best Original Music Score? I need to see these comments. You guys are killing me. Julie E., I didn't even know you were out there. Welcome. So good to see you virtually.
Well, yeah, she's been chatting.
I have not been in the chat. I literally, guys, the saddest part of my life is missing these chats. I'm going to get beer tomorrow at Altar. Julie, drop some off at my place on the way back. I don't know where you live, but I'm sure Lockport's on the way.
Or we could drive to Altar.
Yeah, or I guess we could just go to Altar. That's fine. Hello, hey all you cool cats and kittens. We'll dress up. Maybe I'll put on makeup too. Lisa, we'll dress up. Maybe I'll put on makeup too. Who knows? Oak Park, Lockport. Yeah, no, I can't even make that a joke out of. No, don't come this way. That's not fair. Addison will dress up. This is adorable. If you come to Altar, drive by our house and wave. We live 5 minutes away. Guys, I miss being able to just hang out with you. I mean, most of us haven't hung out. But after this is all over, you bet your sweet ass we're going to hang out. We're going to throw the biggest party. I know a lot of people say that, but we're in a position to. Owning an entertainment company. We're going to throw a big-ass party.
Oh, backyard party. Yeah, I'm in for a party Sunday.
All right. A lot of you said the correct answer here. The Lion King. Lion King is the correct answer. The score, so obviously Elton John did a lot of the songs. He won, I think, Best Original Song that year as well for Can You Feel the Love Tonight? But Best Original Musical Score was also won for The Lion King, and that was Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer, a very famous composer. John Williams, another one, but Hans Zimmer out there doing a lot of films. Inception, you might be familiar with that. Question 25. Looking for the name of a celebrity chef. What popular celebrity chef became the first ever female Iron Chef? What popular celebrity chef became the first ever female Iron Chef? I think you're right. I think you called me on something and you're right, Wendy. Lion King was in 1994. That should have said that won the Oscar in 1995. So 1994 film won the 1995 Oscar. I apologize. You are right. That should have said that the animated film won the 1995 Oscar. The 1995 animated. No, Wendy, you're not crazy. I appreciate shenanigans. I appreciate you letting me know. I'm going to accept quite a few misspellings here. Any Next Food Network star fans out there? I haven't watched a season in like 3 years. Literally the last episode we watched, Gina, was when we were in Florida at Kristen and John's. So, 3 years.
What
Next
show?
Food Network star.
Really?
Yeah, and I love that show.
Wow, that was too long.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what you thought. Many of you said Kat Cora, and many of you were correct. Rachel Ray, not an Iron Chef. Julia Child, I don't know if she was alive. Oh, no, she was. She was alive during Iron Chef. Julia Child, I like her, I think. But I just remember, the only thing I ever remember about Julia Child is when that movie Julie and Julia came out,
Mm-hmm.
Julia Child did not like it. Like was it Amy Adams who was in it? Whoever was in it. Julia Child
Meryl
was just...
Streep.
Yeah, but Julia Child reached out and was like, I don't like this.
Oh, but I guess it was,
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, don't like it. Question 26.
Yeah.
I asked a similar question recently, but this isn't multiple choice, so you have to give me the answer all on your own. Though it was far more successful when it was performed by Whitney Houston, who originally wrote and performed I Will Always Love You in 1973. Stephanie Izzard in Chicago is an Iron Chef. You are correct. Kat Cora was the first, but Stephanie Izzard is. She was also a Top Chef. I think she was one of the original Top Chefs. I have not been to Girl and the Goat, or what's the other one? Little Goat?
I've been to Little Goat.
Little Goat, yeah. George, I'll check on that. I marked anything that said Lion King correct. It may not tell you on your phone. If this is your first time or not, on your phone, it may not tell you that you got it correct. But if you wrote anything like Lion King, you did get points. It just may not tell you on your phone. All right. Couple of misspellings here. Somebody was at Music Bingo earlier talking about Dionne Warwick. But the correct answer is Dolly Parton. 69%. That's Chris Barbian. Social. Cheers! I don't know if it was Chris originally who called it on a 69%, but I'm going to attribute it to you.
He gets credit now.
Yeah. There's a cat hair on the drink.
Cat hair.
Yeah, there's a cat hair on everything in this house. All right. Question. Don't forget, guys, there is a secret connection. Be thinking about what that could be. Question 27. I'm looking for the name of a city, a former name. The largest city in Vietnam by population, Ho Chi Minh City, is commonly referred to by its previous name, which is what? What is the former name of Ho Chi Minh City? Chris, I don't mind being associated with anything that makes people drink. Brian, Maggie, yes, I miss going to restaurants too. I am glad that so many places are still open for takeout. We really enjoyed McWethy's on Sunday. I had a lamb burger. Lamb? Goat? Lamb. Lamb burger. I'm thinking goat because we were talking about Stephanie Izzard, Girl and the Goat. Yeah. I mean, a lot of Indian food. We eat some goat.
Yeah.
The other half
I
of
think
my
goat
people.
cheese is really good. I don't mind being associated with anything that makes people drink.
Brian, okay.
I miss going out for breakfast too.
Yes, breakfast is one of my favorite ones to go out for.
Yeah.
Maggie, I didn't want to call it out because A, I couldn't remember specifically if you worked at Tailgaters, and B, if you would want me to tell people that. But I'll say it on the stream because you wrote it there. Tailgaters, if you're in the Bolingbrook, Romeoville, Lisle, anywhere in the DuPage County, Will County area, Tailgaters, very popular bar, music venue, restaurant, is opening for takeout May 8th. Maggie, who won our drawing this week, and she's on here with Brian, works there, and wanted you guys all to know. So I'm happy to mention that here on the stream. And while I'm talking about it, again, I tend to try to multitask. I usually do a good job. I'm doing it right now. A lot of you said Saigon, and you were correct. Saigon, the former name of Ho Chi Minh City. Great job. 61% of you. That's a cheers for me. Cheers. Social, everyone. Question 28. I changed my mind. This is my favorite gift because that's my favorite actor. Jackie Chan. Him and I like Jason Statham, but I love Jackie Chan. What popular canned meat product was first introduced in 1937 and gained popularity worldwide after its use in World War II? What is the name of that popular canned meat? Is it still in taco? No. Let's check on it. Anybody else out there a big Jackie Chan fan?
No one likes your gift.
Nobody likes the gift?
It is pretty creepy.
Well, you know what I don't like? The person who wrote taco meat. I know what you meant, but it sounds weird because a lot of other people write taco as an answer, and that's our little pupperoon. Somebody wrote taco meat, and I don't like it. Just
Pupperoon.
look at him. Look at that face. Somebody wrote taco meat. I get what you're saying, but the correct answer was spam. Spam, and that's a Chris Barbian social. Hey, Chris, am I saying your last name right? Is it Barbian?
Good question.
Or Barbian?
I know.
Or Barbian? I just want to say it right because I say it a lot because you guys are here so much and I really appreciate you all. You and Janessa and everybody else from Alter, but specifically you two. Music Bingo, Trivia, you guys are always here. Thank you so much.
Julie says barbarian. And Chris says, surprisingly, you're correct.
Hey! I am not great with pronouncing things correct. I know a lot of trivia, but I just say it all wrong. Let's go to question 29. Only a few left. Question 29. We are going to do some 90s Nickelodeon trivia soon. We are absolutely doing 90s Nickelodeon trivia soon. It has nothing to do with the question, but everything to do with the GIF. We have Stimpy there. What famous book was first published in March 1830 by Joseph Smith? Even if you've never read it, you've heard of it. What famous book was first published in March of 1830 by Joseph Smith? Cindy, you got Span. Yes, I gave you Span. Don't you worry. If you wrote S-P-A-N, I gave it to you.
Misha, one of my kindergartners tells me last week that spam comes from pigs.
Misha, your kindergarten teacher? Well, one of my kindergartners tell me last week that spam comes from pigs. Most people say barbarian or just Barbie. Ooh, Chris, do you mind if I go with Barbie? I might just go with Barbie. I don't want to be really, like everyone else, but I like Barbie. We drink more days of the week, but we drink less while we are actually drinking, so I think we're breaking even. Yeah, I'm doing neither of those. I'm drinking more days and I'm drinking more. So I am not breaking even, unfortunately. But guys, I'm having what time is it? 10:24? A fucking great time. Sorry for my language. This is not the Saturday
It's almost over.
family-friendly show. Yeah, we're almost done.
Long one.
This is a long one. That's what she said. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Sometimes I drink too much and we go on for a while. So I thank you guys for hanging out. Again, if you just want to do a quick trivia quiz, you can do that online anytime.
Julie, thank you, Julie. Makes me feel better.
What did she say?
She's on her third handle of Tito's.
Atta girl.
That's like us.
Yeah, but we didn't get Tito's. We got some New Amsterdam.
We were plowing through the
Yeah,
market.
we're on our. Yeah, that's our second. That's our third. We need to go to Costco. That's where we
need to
stock up. A lot of you said Book of Mormon. That's a social. 77% actually. Cheers. And you were correct. The Book of Mormon. If you wrote the Book of Mormon, you got points here. Don't worry. Again, even if it says on your phone you didn't get it right, if you wrote anything like Book of Mormon, you got points. The only people who didn't get points are the individuals whose answers you see on the screen right now outside of Book of Mormon. Death of a Salesman, Les Mis, Huckleberry Finn, Showboat, Grimm's, Catcher in the Rye, Pocahontas, Wicked, Scrooge, Alice in Wonderland, Twilight. Unless you wrote one of those, you got points here. I just want to make that clear because it does seem like we have some first-time players here tonight, and I want you all to be very confident. All right, here we go. Question 30. This is the last actual question. The final one will be, what is the secret connection? Question 30. You have a 1 in 50 shot. You have a 1 in 50 shot. What United States name, which state in the United States name is derived from the Choctaw language and translates to red people? What United States name comes from the Choctaw language and translates to red people? Any Tim McGraw fans out there? I'm an Indian outlaw, half Cherokee and Choctaw. No? Gina, not a Tim McGraw fan?
Sounds aggressive.
No, it's not actually aggressive.
Well, your rendition was.
My rendition of Tim McGraw's Indian Outlaw is very aggressive. That was the first song on his greatest hits. Hey, you know what? Yeah, I'm with you on that, Gina.
I'll just sip my martini and be quiet.
But that's not for me to decide. Thank you. Another donation came through. Guys, we can't tell you how much we appreciate the donations. All right, everybody's in. A lot of you said Oklahoma. We had some Montana, Colorado, Arizona, Minnesota, Alaska, Idaho, Oregon, Rhode Island, Utah, Florida, Tennessee. I just wanted to read sure to make sure nobody put something that wasn't a state. And you guys did not. Everybody put a state, and 66% of you put Oklahoma. So good job. All right. We have reached the final question, which means I need you to identify what all 9 of these answers have in common. I'm going to leave them on the screen here, and I'm going to start the timer. I'm not going to give you a lot of time. I'm going to start the timer as soon as it allows me to, because this is question 31. What is the secret connection between all 9 of these answers? Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, Chicago, Lion King, Cat Cora, Dolly Parton, Saigon, Spam, Book of Mormon, and Oklahoma. What do they all have in common? What did I miss in the comments? Something made Gina laugh.
Chris said he would listen to an album of Ali covering Tim McGraw.
Chris, I will sing that album for you. Yeah, I'll do it. She said, don't encourage me. I'm encouraged. It's happening. Misha worked at a country radio station in college and heard that song all the time. Yeah! I like Tim McGraw. I am not secretly a country music fan. The chest hair plus the Chewbacca outfit plus accent made it aggressive. Yeah. I'm gonna read out loud. That would be fair. I'm so sorry for my spelling. That's okay, Julia. You still got points. I repeat my hell yeah response to that.
Thanks, Chris.
This was my 7th choice for trivia categories. Maggie, I like it. I like that you knew it, and I like that this would have been one of your choices. All right, so I'm marking everyone correct that deserves it. So again, guys, before we go over the answers, because pretty much all of you knew this, thank you, Albin. We love you so much. Thank you for being here. I'll put it up on the screen. Albin said thanks, Ali and Gina, just so you know, Gina. Yeah, Gina says thanks, Albin. Thank you so much for being such a supporter of Baig-O-Tricks and to everybody else. But before we go any further, I do want feedback from you all. Like I said, we have done a lot of multiple choice trivia online because this is a new format. This is a new interface and a new way of doing trivia. Obviously, when things get back to normal in the bars, whenever that happens, we'll be there. We'll do our regular trivia game. I want to try to incorporate as much of what makes us Baig of Tricks as we can. So these mini themed rounds are something that I've done ever since this was Baigoni trivia with my best friend and life mate Andrew Bricconi. We've been making these themed rounds forever. We will do picture rounds. We will do the themed rounds like we did tonight. They're always different, but they're always something where you get to do 5 questions in a row that are all related, like we did with the TV show spin-offs.
I love the mini round.
Thank you. And I would like to do more of these secret connection rounds. So please do give us your feedback. Gina already started a list of suggestions that you guys have had for mini rounds. I know Chris sent some in, other individuals sent some in. We would love to hear more of that. Please feel free. Ideally, you can email them to me or Gina. Our email addresses are very simple. It's either Ali@baigoftricks.com or Gina@baigoftricks.com. Send us those emails or just shoot us a message on Facebook. We would love to do more interactive rounds that you guys want to see. We'll do 1860s literature eventually. Don't worry, Chris. But please.
I googled 1860s music and it was all Civil War music.
Yeah, that
So
makes sense. It's basically just battle marches.
Yeah.
So please do let us know what you'd like to see. Let us know if you like this. Honest to God, I'm not going to change it. We're going to start doing more of this. So if you don't like it, don't tell me. I don't care. I don't want to be rude. But we're going to start doing this. I'm over multiple choice. We'll do some more multiple choice. Less and less amount of multiple choice. It's just I don't enjoy multiple choice. It's like I said earlier, it's tough to write fun, difficult multiple choice questions. So we're doing what we can with this online platform, but we do appreciate your feedback in any form. I know I jest, but please do let us know what you think and what you'd like to see, guys. Thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you so much for being here. If you wrote that the secret connection tonight was plays or musicals or Broadway plays, anything like that, you got points. The only people that didn't get points are Tiger King, Cats, Illinois, Love. They're all pipes, vowels, and even though I wish I could give points because I love it, thanks Ali and Gina from Albin. We love you, Albin. Thank you so much. Everyone that wrote plays/musicals or anything related got points. So looking back, we had Star Wars Episode 1. That didn't matter, but The Phantom Menace with Phantom of the Opera, Chicago, Lion King, Cat, Cora from Cats, Dolly Parton from Hello Dolly, Saigon, Miss Saigon, Spam from Spam-A-Lot, Book of Mormon from Book of Mormon. We should watch basketball tonight. And, nope, Oklahoma.
That traumatized me as a child.
I'm wondering what that scene is.
I'll tell you later.
Oh, I already know. Is it the liposuction scene? Yeah. I knew it! The liposuction scene. In Oklahoma, from Oklahoma. When the skies are blue. So good job, everybody that put plays in musicals. Guys, that's the end of trivia tonight. Yes, we went a little bit longer than usual, but this was a new format, so I was making sure everyone had time to do it. And honest to God, I was just chatting with you all. And I still haven't gotten to look at the live chat as much as I'd like, so thank you all for being here. Thank you, Maggie, for your support, and Brian, obviously, and Addison for hanging out with Baig-O-Tricks so often. To all of you out there who have made this something that you do regularly, I've said it since literally day one, March 16th or whenever it was. I don't even remember what year. As long as we're in lockdown, we're going to do our part to help you guys have something to do. We want you to do your part and stay home as much as possible. So if you're at home, we'll come to you. We'll do trivia for you. General knowledge trivia, theme trivia, all sorts of fun stuff coming up. And going forward, it is rare that you will ever play trivia with us and you won't have a prize up for grabs. Originally we just did this for fun, but now we have a lot of fun businesses that are sponsoring this, including tonight, Elmhurst Brewing Company. Our good friends up there have sponsored so many of our events, including tonight's, which means whoever wins, which we're going to look at right now.
Let's do it.
I know.
I'm saying goodnight.
Thank you. Whoever wins tonight wins a $25 gift card, and this is who it is. Quattro de Mayo. Quattro de Mayo in first place, just 7 points ahead of Julie E. Quattro de Mayo, just 7 points ahead of Julie E. Lindsay in third. So if you are Quattro de Mayo, send us a message at Baig of Tricks Facebook page, Baig of Tricks, facebook.com/Baig-O-Tricks. Send us a message. Let us know who you are. We'll get you set up with that $25 gift card to Elmhurst Brewing Company. Everybody else, thank you so much for being here. Have a good night. Take care of each other. Wash your hands. And come back and join us tomorrow. We're doing general knowledge trivia at 7 p.m. and Friends at 9. Until then, here's Taco. And have a good night, everybody.